Good evening, everybody. Hello, Quailonians. My name is Christian, and I'm with Undique. And as always, on Friday, 7:30 Eastern, as well as Sunday, 7:30 Eastern, I'm here to bring you news from the Quail Farm. And with me today is my chief treat tester. Her name is Hazel, and she's a Labradoodle, and she will help out today to present some of the products. So I hope you had a great week, and let's take a look if Hazel is hungry. The Hazel camera is ready, and today I'm going to talk a little bit what's new on the Quail Farm, present you some of our products. Easter is coming up, so that's a big thing for us here on the Quail Farm. And yeah, I will see if my chief treat tester is also hungry today. So she's hanging out right now over there. So let's get started. Where does it all start? It starts with quail. Quail eggs, to be precise. So about 4.5 years ago, no, more than that actually, 5 years ago I started with quail, and the company Undique is now 4.5 years old. Everything started with a carton of quail eggs, and I really have a green screen issue today because I brought a green carton of quail eggs. It's not blue, but let me show you just the quail egg itself. And early on I was wearing a green shirt, which I had to change into a blue one. Now I realize I'm all blue. But hey, Easter is all about coloring, right? And you can color our quail eggs as well, right? You can use natural dye for it, and they're very cute, very small, and they look really awesome. With the smaller color, smaller eggs, you can get wild on the color, and quail eggs bring a lot of good stuff to you. There's a lot more vitamins and minerals in there than in your standard chicken egg. They're more nutrient dense as well. And you can use them for cooking like normal chicken eggs as well, of course. You can soft boil them. Then you need really a tiny spoon to get the inside out, right? But you can hard boil them and have a great snack for on the go. A lot of people like to pickle them as well, and then keep them shelf stable for a while. So in our store you find fresh quail eggs in all different quantities. We ship them out fresh from our farms here in the US. Undique is not just a company and a brand, we are also a network of small family farms. So we have all kinds of accents, right? We have people down in Florida, in Georgia, in Texas. So if you would meet some of our farmers, we represent kind of a mixing bowl of the United States. We try to be close to you. So let me show you a little map of our network. And I just realized again, I have to update that one because we were growing. There were some new farms coming in. But as you can see here on our lovely map of the United States, we are in many, many different locations. I am in New Jersey. We have a farm in New York. We are down in Florida and Georgia and Texas and Louisiana and Utah and all over the place. So the cool thing is we can bring these awesome products fresh to you. Within a couple of days they are shipped and then delivered to you. So that's pretty cool. Quail eggs, they have in regards to nutrition, let's go quickly over that until I show you then some exciting products, and hopefully my assistant Hazel is in the mood to try out some of our pet products as well. She loves it, and she actually gets a fresh quail egg as well every day. I think ever since I start giving quail eggs to my dog, her fur it just looks healthier, and she is like a very active puppy, and she loves the quail eggs. I mean, she basically has no dinner without it. So let's see how she will hold up today. She didn't have dinner yet. So I learned from a previous life experience where Hazel was not very interested to work with me because she had dinner right before. So let's see if the Hazel cam is gonna get active today. But let's talk a little bit more about the quail eggs. Of course, you can click down below on the product to find out more about it. But in one single quail egg is 1 gram of protein. There's 5% of vitamin A of your daily recommended value in there. 10% of the daily recommended value of vitamin B12. There is riboflavin in there, folate in there, selenium in there. So a lot of good stuff which gives you energy. It helps you with your body. There's antioxidants in there. There's iron in there. Vitamin A, vitamin D, zinc is in there. A lot of good stuff. And the cool thing is, you can really decide, how much I want to have for breakfast. Like do like 4, 6, 8 mixed scrambled eggs, easy side up and easy side up. They look really cute this way. It's a lot of different options with the quail eggs. So I will see if Hazel is hungry because we do a lot of good stuff here on the farm, and I want to show you a little bit some of the pet products we make, right? So number one, our eggs are always fresh, shipped out, right? And I come to the hatching eggs later, but as well there we never ship hatching eggs out older than 48 hours, right? If you want to hatch your own quail, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about that today as well. Because we're doing okay. The egg prices came down right now, but you never know what's gonna happen there next. And if you wanna have your own backyard flock of quail, I show you how to do that. If you have questions during the live, you can also pop a comment down below, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Now, what do we do with quail eggs if we don't ship them out fresh to you? We make a food topper for our lovely four-legged friends, for your cat, for your dog. It's just an awesome product, and Hazel likes it. But we're gonna see if Hazel really likes it by switching on the Hazel cam as soon as she comes over. Hazel, can you please test this product just to make sure it's good enough for our customers? You wanna have that? You wanna have it with dinner? Okay, so she will have it with dinner. But I have another snack here, what we make from quail. This time not from quail eggs, but actually from the quail itself. The lifespan of a quail is typically, in the wild, not that long. There's a lot of predators out there because they are tasty, right? There's the hawk, there's the fox, there is all those animals are after the quail. However, here on the farm, they would live a long time. But we are farm, and we want to make something for our four-legged friends. So what I got here are the Quail Crunch sticks, and that's one of Hazel's favorites. So let's have a look. Hazel wanna test the product. If I would leave these products unattended, they would be gone. So what it is, it's the spine of the quail. When we make other products, the spine is left over. We dehydrate it, so there's only nature in the package, and it has a really nice crunch. So let's switch over to the Hazel cam. Honey, can you come here for a second? Look what I got. What is this? Yeah, a crunch stick. Sit. Give paw. Yeah. Good girl. Paw proper. Good girl. Oh, we have to do your nails again. They grow so quick. Here you go. I hope you can hear the crunch well. So you can break parts off like as training treats there, right? Yeah. More? Okay, good girl. But you have to do something for it. Huh? Hazel, down, down. All the way down. Good girl. One more. It's a nice crunch, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, you have poo-poo in your eyes. She needs to take a shower later, I think. Okay, Hazel, while you're here, we can also show another product we made. Specially for you, with you on it. Yeah. That's the Hazel, the Hazel Dazel Quail Crunch Bites. As you can see, with a portrait on Hazel, of Hazel on it here. What we do there is we use the premium dehydrated quail meat, and we actually put some eggshells in there. And that gives it also a nice extra crunch, as we just heard early on from the Crunch Bites. Right, Hazel? That's you. Yeah, that's you. And it's a great training treat, and it's very motivating, especially Hazel. She loves it a lot, right? But we're gonna keep that for the customers, okay? So that you find in our store as well. Now, Hazel, you can't, you need to do quality control on the next product, okay, Hazel? Yeah. So we keep also the older pets in mind. My sister-in-law, she has an older cat, and the crunch bites, they were too crunchy for older pets. So what I'm gonna show you now, and Hazel is already very excited. Hazel, sit. Sit. Yeah, stay here by the camera. Yeah, good girl. That's the, we call it the pet cotton candy. So that's also dehydrated premium quail meat, but we have a special process. And again, it's only nature in there. It's comes in a natural yellow. We do have one version where we use beetroot to make it kind of pink, but this one is the natural yellow one. And we call it cotton candy not because we added sugar or anything in there. There's nothing artificial in there. Just the packaging to preserve it for your animals. But what it is, it's also just dehydrated quail meat, and we fluff it up real nice. So even an older pet can use it and can chew it. Sorry, I sprinkled a bit on the floor, it seems like. Good that I cleaned that before. And so you can use it as a food topper as well on the food of your pet's normal, of your normal pet food. Or you use it as a treat for an older cat or dog who doesn't have the best teeth anymore. Hazel is 3 years old and she still has great teeth, but she loves that too, so I make a little ball out of it. Hazel, come here. Come here. You have to come in the camera. Yeah. Okay, sit. Good girl. Give paw. Good girl. There you go. Always provide fresh water, of course, for your pet for any kind of treats or food, right? You also have your bowl over there. Yeah. A little bit more? Of course. Here you go. So, in Hazel's case, she gets it as a food topper. Normally, today we show it as a treat, but it's a great treat or food topper for your pets. If they don't have the best teeth anymore, if they're older, it's nice and fluffy and has the nice gamey taste to it. So it's pretty cool, right, Hazel? You had enough for now. Maybe we come back to you. We shall see. Hazel loves all the quail products, and right now today on the farm we have actually some quail hatching, and she's like a mommy for them. She would never harm a quail, which is nice, but she would make sure that nobody else does it either, right, Hazel? Wanna come here and say hi again? Do we have another product what you like so much? There's so many, right? Yeah, I know we have so many products what you like. I give you a little bit more of the cotton candy, and then I tell the people how I started with quail and what else we do in the network and how people can start themselves, right? So let's take a look. My hair is all over the place. I'm sorry for that. It was a long day at the farm. Okay, the cotton candy. One more time. Yeah, there you go. A nice big portion. Ooh, it lasts you a while, as you can see, right? How many ounces we put in there? It's on the product description down below. You can click on that. Okay, Hazel cleans up my spillage here. Thank you so much, darling. Okay. So, put that back. The pet cotton candy. It's awesome. Yeah, if you click on any product down below, you can click also then on Undique store, and you see then all the different products we have out there. We have things for falconry, for falcons or any bird of prey. We have for your reptiles, for example, specific eggs which are smaller, or yeah, a lot of different stuff. Hermit crab food as well. Really, really cool stuff what we make. All here in the US out of quail. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, let's talk about the quail a little bit and how it all started. So I might be a ghost now a little bit. I go back into my past. No, that's a bit weird. So I stay like that. Little technical issue today, but that's okay. How it started with the quail was I wanted to have backyard chicken. But it's tricky with the chickens, right? Because there is foxes around here, a lot of foxes. There's hawks, and I can't just let them roam around. I'm close to a nature reserve, so there is a lot of wild birds out there, and so I figured, okay, chicken is maybe not an option for me, and also if you compare chicken with quail, and I used to have chicken before, the time until they start laying an egg takes forever. It's like, depending on the breed of chicken, it takes you 22 weeks or 26 weeks or even longer until the little chick actually starts laying an egg, right? With quail, it's different. You start with a quail egg, and you can get it here in the store, and we have all kinds of different variations of quail, the standard, the jumbos, all the different color variations, and I'm gonna show you some pictures there as well. And yeah, you start with the quail eggs, you incubate it in an incubator, and eventually you're gonna end up with some mommies and daddies, or in the beginning, little chicks, right? And those chicks grow within 6 to 8 weeks to an adult bird, and the bird starts laying eggs. So it takes you less than 3 months until you actually, from the time you buy the eggs here, put them in an incubator, hatch them between 18 to 22 days, depending on your incubator and many other factors. They will hatch out of the egg, these little chicks, and then they grow to an adult bird, and then they start laying eggs, right? And the hens alone, they would also lay eggs, even if the rooster is not around, right? That's normal. Same with chicken, by the way. They just keep laying an egg every day. Now, let's take a look what happened on the farm, because I'm so excited, but a little exhausted because I was counting chicks today. A lot of chicks. Let's take a look here. I bring up my photo album, and here we go, and take a little look here on what's going on. That's the picture here of the first quail I ever had there in the background in my hands. And yeah, we had actually last weekend a little photo shoot with some of the birdies. And let's see. The photo shoot was fun. We did that for Easter. So we have here, as I described, you start with the quail egg, and you're gonna get a chick out of it. This chick is already about 10 days old here when I took the picture. And if the chick is yellow, that means it would be either later a white quail, or it could be an Italian. There's so many different options. Here you see another version there. So that's kind of a brown wild type here. The quail, they were also relaxed, so of course no quail was harmed taking the pictures, and no photographer either. Actually, yeah, just an update in case you have seen previous streams. So we have this wild bird's nest right by our backyard every year now, and I took a little peek in there. I try not to disturb them, so there were no adult birds around at the time I took this picture. But I could count, and it's hard to see here a little bit, but I think it's 3 eggs in there. So I'm gonna keep you posted and try to snap another picture once I see here some babies screaming for food. So yeah, wild birds are lovely. And the quail is a wild bird as well, right? The quail was domesticated like 4,000 years ago or so, but they are there in the wild as well. So it's right here by our outdoor speaker and this little basket. This is where they built the nest. I don't know what type of bird it is. I have to figure out. Oh yeah, we played a bit with AI, so that doll is not for sale, but Quailman is a real thing apparently. No, this whole thing where everybody looks now like a doll, a toy doll, is a funny trend, what I see now online, so I figured I tried it out as well. But the AI didn't do a really awesome job, I would say, because it doesn't really look much like me face-wise, but anyway, the quail looks great and the eggs look okay, so I take it. But yeah, the most exciting thing today on the farm is the quail chicks. So let's take a quick look at this video I took early on today. It's hatch day on the farm, Friday. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, so many. Yeah, quite some counting to be done here. And as well, I am always careful how I grab them, so no quail is getting harmed here. They are all doing great. I think I took a brooder also already hang out, a picture in the brooder, so It's important for the quail once they hatch that they need it the same temperature for the first 2 weeks of their life that they have in the incubator, so about 99.5 Fahrenheit.
6, 7, 9,
and the brewers we are using, we kind of have two temperature zones, a bit the warmer one and then a colder one, so the quail can go back and forth depending how they like it.
36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, and you are stuck on your little shell here. 52, 53, and here we're gonna help this little fella. Yeah, what is it with you? You got a little stuck here, huh? Yeah. What happened to you? Come in here.
There's always one.
Okay, 52 plus another one. No, that was 53. 54. Oh, cool. There will be a few more hatching tomorrow. Pretty good hatch rate from what I can tell. Well, look for yourself. So those guys go now with their friends, which are waiting down here from the other basket. Okay, guys. We go to the brooder straight away, that we don't have any accidents here. Undique. So there's the brown wild type. There's some white speckled ones. There's these yellow ones usually turn white. That could be an Italian. And what else? The tuxedos. We have some over here. Oh, it's not all here, right? Okay, guys, I know you need it warm now. Let's speed up the process. But we're doing good.
Anyway, but you get the idea what's happening here on the farm. So pretty cool when you see them all hatch. I mean, all is a bit too much to say, because there's nothing in life is 100%, right? Other than taxes and yeah, that life ends eventually, but everything else is not 100%, and it's the same with the hatch rates, right? So there is no hatch rate guarantee, because we don't know your equipment, your experience, treatment during shipping, all that stuff. If we would give a hatch rate guarantee, we would have to calculate into the price that we have to reship the eggs or new eggs, and then we would have to price the eggs way more expensive than we sell in now, and nobody would buy them. You would buy them somewhere else where they also don't have a hatch rate guarantee. So therefore, it's pretty much standard in the industry. There is no guarantee on it, right? And I always like to say, you know, if I go to the supermarket and buy some eggs to make a cake and I burn the cake in my oven, then it's on me. I'm not going back to the supermarket to ask for new eggs, right? They would say no. Anyway, that's how it just works with quail, you know. So the first 18 days, actually in a professional incubator, it goes down to 16, 17 days when they hatch. It's pretty boring. The eggs sit there in the incubator. The temperature needs to be stable. I like to use a secondary thermostat there to actually do have the control to make sure that the incubator is proper calibrated. Therefore, you should use a calibrated thermostat as well, and a humidity meter. And yeah, you set everything, and as we do on the farm, it's set and forget with the equipment we got. It's really simple. We pop like close to 500 eggs in there, and they sit there for 16 days. Then I hear some piping going on. The quail develops in the egg, right? And before they hatch, they actually eat up all the egg yolk in there, so their bellies are pretty full, and therefore they have all the nutrition they need for the first couple of days already from the egg itself. So you don't have to worry if you leave them in the incubator for 24 hours, 48 hours, that's fine. There's always going to be a quail who hatches early. There's always going to be a quail who hatches late. It's important that you don't open up the incubator too early, because if there is some still hatching, they could shrink wrap in the membrane, which is in there by a sudden drop of temperature or air pressure in the incubator. So therefore, be patient, let them run around and do their thing, and then you get them all out at once. I usually run it then one more day for any late bloomers, and that's about it. So hatch rates for shipped eggs, anything above 50% is considered good. I've seen everything, and we have a hatch rate report card in our packaging, so customers give us feedback on how they did. So that helps us a bit to set a benchmark there. We of course test by hatching ourselves all the time, as you just saw here. We test the fertility that way. So not every single egg can be fertile. If we see an egg is dirty, if we see an egg is not the right size, if it's a double yolker, all those eggs, we have other ways to use them, right? We crack them open and we make food topper out of it, right? The inside is still good. They're just not good for hatching, but they're still great for other products, right? Or I have them for breakfast. I mean, I need to eat breakfast too. So we only send the best eggs out from our farms to you guys for hatching. And the results speak for themselves. We always get great feedback from customers. If you look at some reviews online, unfortunately, customers, tend to leave negative reviews more often than positive ones. That's just how it is. When something breaks in packaging, then the packaging is horrible, the worst packaging ever seen. If they all arrive with no issue, oh, it's great packaging, isn't it? Our packaging is the same either way. It's just the handling by the postal service, which is sometimes really rough. I have seen pictures with tire marks on the package, and then of course the package is insured. If we see tire marks on the package because the postal worker did drive over it, yeah, of course, there's a way to get the money back. So that's not an issue. Make pictures, right? If anything, in general, I do the same thing. I ordered some lighting fixtures for my office the other day. They arrive completely damaged and broken. The first thing I do, I take pictures of it and send it to the seller online, and then you have no issues getting your money back, right? That's just important to know. What else happened on the farm this week? Let me think. I mean, Hazel's birthday happened already. That was last week. Actually, I was just cleaning, right? Let me show you some pictures of lovely birds we have in the store as well. And there is a special running now. If you order button quail eggs, which are the smallest kind of quail eggs you can get, and quail you can get. I hatched them recently. There they are. So the button quail, you see here, this is a 5-cent coin. They are really like tiny like a button. And you see them here in my hand. So let's take a look at them. If you order 2 dozens, it gets cheaper. So, and then we always ship priority. Everything above 1 dozen is ship priority, guys. So that's insured and everything.
That's our first button quail. Isn't he a cutie? He or she? Oh my god, so tiny! Look at that compared to my wedding ring. Such a cutie. Yeah, I put you in a warm now.
You see how tiny and cute they are. So we ship them out of 3 locations. I don't have any. I just started with them. But we have them out of Florida, out of Texas, and out of Louisiana. So awesome birds. And yeah, they lay these tiny eggs. I have here a little sample. Whoop. I used to have here a little sample. Where did it go? No, here it is. Just for a size comparison. Let's take a look at that. So standard quail egg, and that's about the size here of a button quail egg. So you can tell, very tiny little eggs they lay. They're edible as well. That's fine. Speaking of edible, Hazel is looking around for food. We'll bring you back later, Hazel, to test a little bit more if that's okay. Yeah? Cool. You just saw it there. I want to just show it as well. Something we have in our store now for Easter, maybe cool, or year round. The quail egg holder, right? Comes in 3 colors, white, black, or blue. And it's perfect for quail eggs to present them nice. If you have a really cool one, you want to preserve by hollowing it out and wash it and display it somewhere. Or if you're into a tiny breakfast, what I like to do is when I have anything with meat, I cut, I use that, cut it open, and I use the egg yolk as a dipping sauce. In a quail egg, the yolk is the ratio is much bigger than in a chicken egg, so you have more yellow in there than white. So it's great dipping sauce for any kind of meats and stuff like that. So highly recommend that. And that's made in the US as well. That little holder. So we bring that right from our farm to you. Something else made in the US. Let's talk about quail fashion. We have very talented people on our in our network and with our cooperation partners on our farms, and one of them is Kelly. And I mentioned earlier on, so we blow out eggs, for example, for the food topper, right? And it would be a shame if we throw that egg away because every egg is unique. And so Kelly, she's very talented. She preserves that for you, and it's not heavy at all. So she fills it with a special secret sauce, and then preserves it on the outside, gives it a nice shiny thing, and brings a necklace to you. Quail egg necklace. We do have matching earrings as well. I have another sample here of celadon earrings somewhere. Hazel, did you eat the earrings? They were here a second ago. Are you wearing them? Ah, here they are. Yeah, always accusing the dog first, right? That's not nice. I know, Hazel. You get an extra treat for that. Okay, that's a celadon one. We have them in brown as well. I don't have any ear holes, so I can't show it. But yeah, don't take any screenshots right now. I know that doesn't look great on me. Looks much better on my wife, believe me. Speaking of my wife, let's show a picture. In action. Here you go. Oops, she was wearing it. As you can see, comes in a nice little craft box. So a great gift now for Easter. So gentlemen out there, if you want to make your wife happy, if she's into quail or chicken, get her a handcrafted quail egg necklace or earrings, which you find in our store, and she will be happy. Lasts you a long time, and it's definitely anywhere you go a conversation starter, that's for sure. So okay. Now, we talked about the pet cotton candy already. Let's talk about what we do to store eggs if we don't sell them online, if we sell them at the farmer's market, for example, right? So one of our farmers over in Texas, he did a lot of research and he brought those in. That's the jumbo quail egg cartons. And jumbo, there's not really an industry standard, but people say anything above 14 grams weight-wise is considered a jumbo egg. The other day I had a double yolker. I don't have one here right now. I didn't collect eggs today yet. But we tested that with double yolkers as well, and they fit in the middle. But the standard jumbo quail eggs, they fit nicely anywhere around here, right? I have here another bigger one. So, because people always ask, is it really for jumbo, right? Is it just for a standard quail, or is it for jumbo? So, those are for jumbo, and they close up nicely. They stay snapped. So, if you have quail, if you sell them to neighbors, co-workers on the farmer's market or anything like that, and you need a great storage solution, those quail egg cartons come to you. And of course we keep that completely separate space on the quail farm for biosecurity reasons and all that. We don't use them for shipping, but again, for any offline sales of quail eggs, if you are looking into a great storage solution for them, this is what you get. It's awesome. You guys, I have you for breakfast, so you come out of here. And in regards to packaging, and maybe a little remark there, right? So this kind of solution, what I just showed you, is great for packaging if they are refrigerated and all that, right? Hatching eggs obviously should not be refrigerated, so we use different type of cartons for that, and then there's obviously lots of paper, lots of packaging. We are now over 4 years in business, and we're selling since over 4 years on Amazon the Quail eggs, and I keep very detailed statistics on it. And our breakage rate is below 1%, right? Which is pretty amazing if you think about it. We are shipping eggs, right? It's the most fragile thing to ship. Now, some people might, being Quail already, and you have seen it early on, so I switch over to Hazel Cam. And then, if you clean your aviary out, if you clean your cages out, if you go to a bird swap and all this good stuff, Hazel, you want to show it, the box? No? Then you might be in the need of a bird transport box. Like it's also useful, like you saw I use these baskets there when I transfer quail from the incubator in the house to the brooder outside, but I could technically use that as well. They would be pretty safe, and actually I'm gonna start using them in the winter time, just that they have it a bit warmer when I have to go from one building to the other building. But what this is, it comes as a flat. I already folded it, and it's approved by the Postal Service, which is the only service who actually ships live birds, right? And so this is the quail nest. It comes from a breeder in our network, Jennifer. She's from Bryant's Roost in Tennessee, and she uses them herself as well, right? So it folds up nicely. It has the membrane in there, as you can see, so that the quail don't have a funny idea here to stick anything outside the box when they're in shipping, or if you transport them in your car to a bird swap, or if you sell birds off your farm to people, right? So that's just really important to know. They fold up nicely, very easy to fold. There is some instructions here on the actual box how to fold it. Already did it because I don't want to bore you with me here 30 seconds to fold this stuff, but in the end you kind of fold it in. Here you go, and then you would tape it, and if you ship it, label goes on here, for example. So it's a great box. They come in boxes of 10, and so I use it when I clean out my cages. But obviously, if you go to bird swaps, or if you have customers coming to your farm picking up some live birds, you need to provide them with a good option to bring them safely home. You don't want to have birds flying around in a car or whatever, right? The birds need to be safe, right? So that's a great product. Speaking of going to somewhere with your birds, you might be interested as well. Another farmer, he's quite into nutrition, and he developed ShowPro. So this product here is by Carrie. He's out of Alabama. And ShowPro, this is only the test package here for 2 pounds, but we actually sell it as a 10-pound bag. ShowPro is a blend for champions, really. There is extra nutrition in there for your birds. So that goes with the normal food what you use for your birds, but then you have extra vitamins in there, extra minerals, and the secret sauce, which is called cysteine, which is actually used for humans as a hair loss prevention. So that gives your birds really the best looking feathers. So if you're in H4, if you go to a show, or even for a virtual show, I've seen it with my birds. You have seen the photo shoot there. I did. They got some of that good stuff weeks and weeks before, and I think the birds look just better. Definitely they look better. And so I'm gonna keep using it. Really good stuff. Right now in our store as well. Ships to you rather quickly. So a lot of different products from Quail or for Quail. So I hope you enjoyed that tonight. I gonna work next time on some changes here from a technical perspective. This is not working. I had a green shirt earlier on that turned blue. Now I have a blue shirt. Now I'm all blue. I definitely gonna work on that. I'm a quail farmer, so if you want to see the improvements, then tune in again on Sunday at 7:30. I'm gonna be live again. That's in Eastern. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. You can also click the follow button, then you get a little notification when I'm going live again. So I would love to see you again. If you have questions, yeah, don't worry, you can always get hold of me, and I'm happy to answer them. So thanks again for watching. I wish you a really great start into the weekend, and I see you again on Sunday, and we'll report back what happened in the meantime here on the farm. So thanks again, and see you around.